What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at my Jakks Pacific collection, part 14, which is crazy. Part 14. And the first figure we're going to look at today is John Bradshaw Layfield. His Great American Bash figure. Pretty cool figure. We do actually own this figure already, just not with the hat and the American vest there. So very happy to add this to the collection. Unfortunately, this one has some staining issues on it. A couple stains on his hand there, and there is kind of a blemish on his face. But like I said, it's okay. We already have this figure, so we can just throw these accessories on the other one and get rid of this one, or maybe we'll have one dressed, one not dressed. So yeah, very cool figure to start off the new video in. JBL, we'll put him up top. Good one. Coming up next, we have Doug and Danny Basham, both wearing their, I guess their suits, I guess you can say, even though I think this one's Doug. I don't know, honestly. I'm not going to sit here and try and remember exactly which one's which, but very cool. Believe these are from a Treacherous Trios with Orlando Jordan. So, yeah, very happy to add these guys. This is basically what they looked like when they were with JBL, helping them beat up everybody and whatnot. Them and Orlando Jordan. I actually don't remember if they had a faction name or not, but still very cool. Happy to add them in a different look. We do have them in their wrestling gear. Now we have them in their backstage look, so that's pretty cool. Put them up top. Coming up next, we have Jakks Classic Jimmy Valent, I believe his name is. Another one of those really old guys who's wrestled in the 70s and whatnot. Don't really know too much about him, but pretty interesting, cool looking figure. He is a star. And yeah, I actually Googled him the other day just to find out a little more about him. And I guess he went on AEW recently, met Hangman Adam Page, and I guess his name used to be like the Boogie Woogie something. But yeah, very cool figure. Jimmy Valent. We'll put him off to the side. Up next, we have Titantron Kurt Angle. And this one I thought was pretty cool because I remember him wearing this shirt. I'll make you tap out. But yeah, just another cool angle to have. I have so many Kurt Angles, I think, in my collection. Definitely like 4 or 5 Titantrons. This is probably like the 6th. But it was different enough that I wanted it. So very cool Kurt to add to the collection. Put him up top. Coming up next, we got, let's go, this guy. One that we've kind of seen before, but this one is the proper version. Scott Steiner. So basically, I picked up a lot, I think a year or two ago, or not even, maybe just a few months back. But I thought it was this figure that I got in the lot, but the body was different. He had like this body style. And I remember them making a Steiner with that body style in jeans. So someone, whoever I bought the figure off of or whatever, I guess, cracked the torso of the other Steiner and put it on these legs. So that just bothered me. And plus you could see like the damage of him cracking the torso was all messed up. I don't remember what video that is. I think it was part 8 or part 9. But yeah, now I have the proper real version with the jacked torso and super minty version. So I'm very happy to add the mint Steiner to the collection. I do want to get the one in the jeans. I think he has one in blue jeans and black jeans. I could be wrong about that, but very cool figure. Screams "Here Comes the Pain" to me. Even his other figures too, the one in the black jeans, that screams "Here Comes the Pain" to me as well. But very happy to add big pop-up pump to the collection. One of my favorites of all time. Scott Steiner definitely gets the top shelf. Who do we got next? We got another one we've seen before, but in very more better shape. Very mint figure. Here we have Kane. The other one I had couldn't even stand up, I don't think. His legs were so wonky and wobbly. This one is super mint. Yeah, just one of those canes that I always wanted as a kid and never got it. Wish he came with an open hand to do the choke slam. Unfortunately, he doesn't, but still, very awesome cane, tag team cane with RVD and Hurricane, 2002, late 2002, early 2003. So, very happy to add this cane in a mint condition to the collection. Definitely going on the top shelf. Coming up next, we got Kenny, Nikki, Mikey, Johnny, and Mitch. Mitchie. Is it Mitchie or Mitch? It's just Mitch. We have the Spirit Squad. I have a weird feeling about the Spirit Squad. When I was a kid, absolutely hated them. I think they were part of the reason I stopped watching. I just thought they were so lame, and it was cool seeing them get their ass kicked every week and whatnot by like The Undertaker, and I'm trying to think of who else they feuded with at the time. I want to say like John Cena maybe, but just one of those things where I hated them, but I guess that was their job, right? Like they were heels for a reason, and I mean Nikki went on to really make a great career and win a bunch of championships as Dolph Ziggler. So, and Kenny's still working with them today. I'm not sure what Mikey, Mitch, and Johnny are doing, but you know, it's cool to actually have their figures now because I do now appreciate what they did. But you know, not my favorite. I guess you can say faction. Not my favorite faction, but they did play a role in the Ruthless Aggression era. So I feel like I did need to get them. So there is the Spirit Squad complete finally. I actually did have Nikki and Mikey already, so I am selling my other versions of those. So cool. Anyways, next up, we're going with Taz, this Titantron Taz. Very interesting figure. I don't know why they didn't just paint this shirt on him. They tried to make it look like a jersey, but it kind of looks like he's wearing a big dress or something. So it looks really weird. Yeah, not one of the best Tazes, but it was one I didn't have, and Taz is pretty cool. I think he's in my top 20, honestly. I don't know. Just for him being on commentary and being so funny. But yeah, there's Taz, Titantron. We'll put him over here. Coming up next, another guy, I'm not too sure what his name is, so if you guys can let me know in the comments. Yeah, just there's nothing really on his tights or nothing, so I don't really know who he is. I should have looked him up on the wrestling figure database to find out, but I think he's one of those later series, judging by the loose arms. But yeah, let me know in the comments who this dude is. Not really sure. So yeah, there he is. And next up, we got an awesome tag team here. We got the Bushwhackers. Very happy to add these finally to the collection. We do have the Mattel versions that recently came out with the Doink the Clown heads. Those were cool, but the Jakks versions we never had before, so until now. They do have interesting legs, I will say. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the legs are a bit weird, but they don't really stand. They have like that thing where one of them bends and they kind of kneel off to the side, but the face scans on these guys, wow. I think better than Mattel, in my opinion. Still very nice. Still hold up to this day. The tattoos are cool. Yeah, just very cool figures. I feel like you definitely need these for Jakks Classic collection. It might have had more than one version. I'm not sure if these are the only ones you could get, but very cool. The Bushwhackers. Very nice. Coming up next, we got another Titantron figure. We got Perry Saturn. We've actually seen him in a previous video too, but this one is super mint. All his tattoos are visible, and he came with Moppy. So definitely had to grab this one. One of the most weirdest storylines ever in wrestling was him falling in love with a mop or whatever it was. But yeah, I think this might be his only figure. He might have one other figure in like WCW, or I'm not even sure, honestly. But a guy who definitely needs some modern day figures. So hopefully he's still kicking. So hopefully he can sign a deal with like Ringside or something to get a new 6-inch scale figure, because I think he deserves it. He was a pioneer, I think, in the Invasion era, WCW era. So Perry Saturn, there he is. Just seen a video with him in Maven recently. Check out Maven's channel. It's pretty cool. Coming up next, another guy who's got a channel actually, who's on there sometimes. We got Stevie Richards. Another one I didn't have before, so happy to add this look for him. We do have the one that says Stevie Night Heat on his trunks, so this is like SmackDown Stevie, I guess. Very cool. Super mint. Another guy whose channel I've been watching a lot on YouTube. I like his breakdowns of like injuries and stuff, and botches and all that. But yeah, one of those guys that seems like a genuinely good dude to be around. So there is Stevie Richards. Coming up next, we don't have that many figures for this video, by the way, guys. I'm trying to make the last 100 or so kind of last. I think it's a little less than 100, so this video might only be around the 20-minute mark. But coming up next, we got one of the coolest figures I picked up. We have Christian in this awesome head scan. The black and green tights, very iconic. I remember this era of Christian. Definitely towards the later days, because the elbow pads there have those later style to them. But yeah, just amazing Christian head scan, I thought. Like, looks just like the hairstyle, the faux hawk. So 2005, 6, 7, around there. Very cool. I wish they would have had more hand options back in the day for Jakks too. I wish we got like a pointing finger or something every now and then to do his little chest slap and point that he used to do. But yeah, he's got the tat on his arm. Very nice Christian. Hoping to go see him one more time in AEW there. Him and Edge or Adam Copeland tagging at least one more time, hopefully. And they're coming around my neck of the woods, so it'd be cool to go see them live. But yeah, there is Christian there. One of the best Christian figures I own. He definitely goes on the top shelf. Next up, we got another new figure, but we've seen him before in the collection. We have Kevin Thorne. This one is, I think, his ECW figure. He does come with his tie molded on his chest, I think. Maybe not. Oh no, it is loose down there. But we do have the vest for him now, so that's cool. The other one I have didn't have the vest, so happy to add that. And this one just, looks different. He's got the red undershirt, the little maroon looking boots there. So another Kevin Thorne to add to the collection. Very cool. Next up, we got another guy I've seen popping around on YouTube lately. Colin Delaney. A guy I didn't really remember too much until I went back and looked him up, and then I remember him getting squashed by, oh God, who was it? Was it Umaga? It might have been Umaga. Or was it Kane? It was Kane, that's who it was, definitely. Kane, like, really laid it into him, and said he was a really stiff worker. But very interesting figure here. Another one that uses the really small, skinny body type, which I don't think they did a lot of figures of. He's got those different arms too. I like to call these the 1, 2, 3 kid arms, because he's the only other figure I knew that had those arms. But yeah, he wore his singlet strapped down like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, not really much more to say. I've seen him, he's been popping up on people's podcasts lately and kind of like brought back a memory of him. But there is Colin Delaney. Next up, we got a big boy here. We got the Jakks Classic, kind of dusty, Vader. Very cool Vader. Definitely should have wiped this one up a bit, eh? Wow, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but super dusty. He does come with that awesome entrance mask. Like, wow. Still to this day, that looks amazing. I think Mattel's is obviously plastic. This one's made of rubber. But yeah, just a very cool accessory. To get this back in like 2005 or 6, whenever this figure came out. Super awesome. But great likeness on Vader there. I do think he's a little too big. Could have made him maybe a little smaller, but I don't know. It's hard to say, because I don't think they should have went with the Bam Bam body, because that's a little too small. But this was the only step up from that, so I guess they just reused this body for Vader. Whatever. He does have kind of chest hair there. You can kind of see that. Very cool. But yeah, just looks awesome with the mask on. Definitely when I have him on the shelf one day, he's going to be rocking that mask. So very nice Vader figure. Happy to add him to the collection. It's Vader time. Coming up next. Actually, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 figures left. Or 9, sorry. Coming up next, we got Rey Mysterio. Now, if you guys have been watching the Jakks videos for a while, you know that this one has been one I've wanted for a very, very long time. This is one of his first figures. I believe it's his second or third figure in the Jakks line. But yeah, this was one a buddy of mine had a long time ago, my buddy Kyle, and I was so jealous when he got this one, just because I thought the light blue popped so much with him. And yeah, I ended up getting the dark blue one like a month or 2 or 3 after he got this one, but I was still jealous of not having this one. And this one is super mint. Definitely going to be a fronter on my shelf. Yeah, just very happy to finally add this Rey. Very nice Rey. Amazing Rey. He's going on the top shelf. Very happy to add that. And coming up next, we got Jakks Classic Superstars, The Godfather. Very cool Godfather, honestly. The fact that they gave him this crazy fur coat is like, wow. Like, I don't even think like how many toys were doing that back in the day. But just very cool. I actually wouldn't mind getting some more of these coats just to put on my Johnny Nitro and John Morrison, right, for Eminem. Because they definitely wore the fur coats to the ring and whatnot. So I might track down another couple Godfathers just to get the fur coats. But yeah, he does come with his cane. He just still has the twist tie around that. That's funny. I never noticed that. He probably came with a hat too. I just don't know if I have it or not. It might be in the accessory bin. I'll have to go and check. But still pretty cool. Did not have a Godfather Ruthless style or Titantron or anything. I think he only had the Bone Cruncher, right? The Bone Cruncher. Didn't get a Titantron. I don't think he got a Ruthless figure. And then Jakks Classic threw him in the line. And yeah, the rest is history, I guess. So happy to have him to the collection. We did get a Legends Target, Toys R Us, wherever you get your Legends figure this year or last year. Very nice one. But anyways, coming up next, another new face. We got Chief J Strongbow. Yeah, and the guy I really don't know too much about. I do know he's not native at all, so he's kind of a controversial character, I guess, now. But he did have a Mattel that was canceled, but it was released for a short while. I think a lot of them actually ended up here in Canada, so we ended up getting that figure, and now it goes for a bunch of money. But this Jakks figure is good enough for me. I don't really need a Mattel of him, but he does have a cool headdress. But yeah, don't really know too much about him. I just know that I think he was like an Italian playing a native, so I guess that wouldn't really work in today's world. But yeah, not much to say about him. Chief J Strongbow. All right, 6 figures left. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Coming up next, we saw him in the last video as Hardcore. Now we got Sparkplug Bob Holly. One of the weirdest gimmicks I've ever thought or seen. I can't believe they thought of that. Just like, let's just make like a NASCAR guy. And I guess during the early 90s, they were just coming up with the craziest gimmicks for guys. Sparky Plug or Spark Plug Bob Holly. He does have interesting knee pads there, the checkered race flag knee pads. But great likeness on him. Definitely looks like Hardcore Bob Holly. So, yeah, very happy to add this to the collection. One of those weird niche characters that I guess if you weren't watching back then, you wouldn't remember. Or I guess now you can just go back and watch anything, but it's just funny, like how they came up with random gimmicks for these guys back in the 90s. Sparkplug, Bob Holly, very cool. Let's put him on the top shelf there. All right, so coming up next, we have two tag teams and one singles guy. So let's do one of the tag teams here. We're going with the British Bulldog and the Dynamite Kid. Yeah, very cool figures. I think this might be one of the only Dynamite Kid figures out there. I think they did, like, some random toy company I can't remember the name of made one a few years back in like Elite style. But before that, I think this was the only other way to get them. And the British Bulldog here, very cool with the dreads. We might have another one with a different body type and different attire. I feel like we have one in the white, but I'm not too sure. Definitely our first time having Matilda, though. That is very cool. Very happy to add Matilda to the collection. I did not think I'd ever get her. I didn't even know Jakks made her, so that was very cool. But yeah, two old school guys that have both left us. I heard Dynamite Kid trained a lot of guys. I remember hearing in interviews that he trained a lot of guys. Looks really ripped. He's got a really ripped torso. But yeah, there is the British Bulldog and the Dynamite Kid. Very cool figures. Very happy to add them to the collection. We'll put them on the top. Especially Dynamite Kid. I didn't think I'd ever get him. Next up, we'll do the other tag team. We got Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, the Rockers. Very cool, man. Another 2-pack that I feel like mint on card went for a decent amount. So getting them both for $10 mint is very, very awesome. I do think I have some tag team belts for them. But yeah, just very cool figures. My first Marty Jannetty figure. I think he might have got another figure in the Jakks Classic too, in a 3-pack, I believe. Could be wrong about that. But very awesome, very nice to have these. Fortunately, the backs aren't painted. I'm assuming that they had this pattern all throughout the outfit, but back in the day, you know, you got to cut costs. The packaging, you don't see that, so in the front, nobody knew. But yeah, their boots are pretty cool too. Very nice on the boots. Very happy to add these to the collection. Another 80s tag team to go on the shelf one day. The Rockers. Very cool. I have so many Shawn Michaels in my collection too. That's another guy I have so many figures of. And the last figure for this video, another one I've been chasing for a while. We have him in other identities, other forms, but now we own Cactus Jack. Very cool figure. Does come with barbed wire baseball bat here. I still don't know what set this is from. I want to say this might be from a 3-pack with Terry Funk and Sabu. I could be wrong. Could be a single released. With all the accessories I got for most of these figures, I did get another cloth shirt of this shirt. So I don't know if that goes on this or if that's for another Cactus Jack. But he was one I've been waiting for to get in my collection for a while. I don't even have a Mattel Cactus Jack, so this is my first Cactus Jack figure in my collection, and very happy to add it because Mick Foley is one of my favorites as well. So yeah, definitely needed Cactus Jack in the collection. And that is the last figure of this video. So stay tuned to the channel. We do have at least 2 more videos coming. I would say probably in the next 3 days we'll have another video out. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys in the next one. Peace.